to the top and take a look at this with me and make sure your calculator is ready to go. So up here at the top, basically what we've got is we have this square, and we will be moving around on it to solve for whatever we need. I put a reminder right here off to the side that if we are needing to write anything with an exponent, so for example, that was 3 times 10 to the negative 4. If yours got cut off, you might just fill that part in. Okay, 3 times 10 to the negative 4. Instead of typing that out, I'm going to encourage you to use the E button, all right? So we will be typing in 3E negative 4. And the way we do that is we're going to hit the number 3. So why don't you guys practice hitting the buttons right now, okay? So we would have 3, and then I would go ahead and push the second. So mine's up here, second, x to the negative 1. So then an E shows up on your screen, right? And then I'm going to have a negative 4. So hint, not this one. This is a minus sign. This one is a negative. That's why there's parentheses around it. All right, so negative 4. And then go ahead and push enter and see what pops up. So some of your calculators look like this, and that's cool. That's in scientific mode, all right? And that's fine as long as you're writing that answer out, right? 3 times 10 to the negative 4. But I do want you guys to also write down a little reminder for yourself on how to switch it back to normal so that you can kind of catch on to what that means, right? A negative 4 means I'm moving the decimal 4 times to the left. So we're going to hit second, DRG, and now you have flow, sci, eng, and right now I'm on sci. I can switch over to flow and push enter, and now that's what it is, kind of normal, okay? So it doesn't matter what you leave it at, you're going to find that there's some answers that you don't want to write, 10 zeros, right? It doesn't make sense to do that. So you can always switch between that. So just go ahead and write yourself that little reminder, second, DRG, and then you have flow or psi, okay? Psi is the times 10 business, okay? It starts looking like that. Flow is more normal, okay? All right, so you have that reminder. We have that reminder right there. And then over here, I gave a reminder, or not a reminder, you might not have known this one, but so we're going to be using log. We're going to be using negative log for quite a few of our calculations, okay? And so the opposite of that, so going to the right, we're using that negative log, okay? Going to the left, we're going to be using 10 to the negative pH or 10 to the negative POH, and that I encourage you to use second log, which will get you a 10 to the. If you forget, then you just do it the way that you do it, all right? So second log is the anti-log, all right? And so I could just say second, and then you'll hit log right here, and that gives you that part set up, okay? So those are my couple hints so far. It's going to be a matter of, once again, looking to see where you're starting, where you're heading to. Pay attention to your arrows, okay? And then we won't have an example necessarily in this video right now, in this lecture right now, about 1 times 10 to the negative 14. But you are more than welcome to use that if you're asked for an OH concentration from that, if you don't want to do 3 steps. Otherwise, do the route, okay? But you are just paying attention to the arrows right now, okay? All right, so that moves us to our first example.